What up, this is Kendall. Subscribe to me on the page. It's 1 in the morning over here in Arizona. Um, the they could possibly sign Deion Waiters or J.R. Smith out of this buyout situation. But everybody that's betting on the LA Lakers, like Stephen A. Smith, I want all of y'all. And I love Stephen A. Smith. But I'm gonna need him to keep that same energy when the Lakers actually do make a great move and all that. I'm saying, like Reggie Jackson can be a good point guard for us. We do need handlers of the ball like Reggie Jackson. Personally, I want them to sign Jamal Crawford. He can still shoot, still make buckets. So that's what I want them to sign. But I notice how every time the Clippers lose, the media doesn't say nothing. Every time the Lakers lose, they up and every time the Clippers lose, they don't really say anything. Like I think Minnesota was on a double digit losing streak. I don't think it was 15 or something losing streak. And guess who they stopped their losing streak on? Okay, they stopped it on the Clippers. On that same night, the Lakers let the Golden State Warriors come back after being up 23 on them. But they still won. And you heard more this week about how they didn't make a trade. Personally, I understood why they didn't make a trade. I wanted them to make a trade myself. Like Spencer, the dude from the Nets who was not number 8 at first until Kobe died. So that's Spencer. I wanted them to get him, but if you trade for him and you gotta give up both Kuzma and Danny Green, then you hamstring your roster just for one player. And that's why kind of that trade with that trade with the New Orleans Pelicans for Anthony Davis, it kind of biting them in the butt a little bit because of the fact that it's kind of biting them in the butt because of the fact that when you need assets, you can't really trade nobody. You can't really trade nobody no more because of all the draft pick capital you gave up. But there's something out. Again, there's something out there that we can get on the buyout market. Collison, he stayed retired, but I want somebody like a shooter that can score points whenever LeBron James is on the bench. It's on the bench. Every time he goes on the bench, even with Anthony Davis, they for some reason forget how to score and play defense when he gets on the bench. So, players like Deion Waiters, Reggie Jackson, Jamal Crawford, they out there. J.R. Smith. So, keep an eye on that. Yeah. Of course, we can also talk about politics. Bernie Sanders won in his neighboring state. He's from Vermont, where he's actually from Brooklyn, New York, but he moved to Vermont, and Vermont's in the New England area, just like New Hampshire, and of course Massachusetts, Connecticut and all that. That's all part of the New England area, and he won tonight. He still trails Pete in delegates. So as long as he keeps winning most of the states and most of the delegates, he can add on to most of the delegates, he can win. Let's see if he can get black voters. Like everybody all hyped about him winning these one of the two whitest states, but I want to see if he has voters of color. Because, even though I like Bernie Sanders, he does have a hard time understanding that there's economic racism and then there's flat out racism with everything. Like just for being black. Like, there is racism to the point where Charlottesville happens. So that's my only critique of Bernie Sanders. He has a great following. He has a great policies all around. I want to see what he's going to do on gun control and all that. Maybe somebody can change his mind on reparations. Cause so and all that. Let's see. So that's that. Nevada is coming up. This is where we see if these candidates got Nevada and South Carolina coming up. Now that's where you go and get to the base of the Democratic Party, not these mainly white states like Iowa and New Hampshire. I want to touch on something as far as Northern Taxstone. Taxstone said something interesting about Nori. See, I know that Ja Rule and Nori had beef. They must be really, really loyal friends and they are. Like, if you look at the what was that? Live My Life. Live My Life. They always go to events together like they. And if you look at Nori's Nothing video, he Ja Rule is one of the main cameos in that video, and Nori was in the video to New York too. Like, crazy thing is, when I was 11 at the time, I didn't know that certain people was in the video, like Red Cafe. I didn't know what Red Cafe was at the time until I was like 14, going on 15. But then I knew who Red Cafe was when he came out with Paper Touching. And then the Hottest in the Hood remix. Hottest in the Hood. But then the remix. But yeah, Red Cafe. But yeah, like, they friendship in that industry is really legitimate. It's not fake. So they must have been real. Their relationship must have been real with each other, because when they had quote unquote beef behind the scenes, nobody even heard about it. Like they didn't air each other out. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? And handle your business behind closed doors and never air each other out. That's real brotherhood. If you want to call yourselves quote unquote brothers from another mother. You know. This all came about because of Tat Stone. Tat Stone said that, you know what I'm saying, the thing about Jarrell and Nori having beef. He told them a story about Jarrell and Nori having beef. They stayed by each other once upon a time. And this all brought up because of what he said about 50. Saying that, Nori said that 50 was a snitch to him in the conversation with him. And I was like, what? And then he said 2 months later, that's when we all saw 50 on Drink Champs and all that. This is on the Ben Baller podcast. The Ben Baller podcast, he talked about how Nori, he wasn't really mad at Nori for betraying him, because he thought that, okay, this must mean that Nori's done doing the street thing and he's just a journalist now, so he wasn't really all that upset about it. But he was kind of disappointed because of the fact that he thought that Nori was his friend. And you interviewing somebody who I don't mess with. That has been criticism about Nori in the industry. He plays both sides. Like, he's friends with 50 Cent and Ja Rule. Like, that's, especially at that time, 03 or 04, you couldn't be friends with those two. I don't know how certain artists survive not getting dissed by one of those artists hanging around, uh, whatever side, South side or 50 side, so, um, he was mad about, he was kind of upset about, Tory had been interviewed by Nori. That's the part of the interview. And another part of the interview, we talked about how Rosenberg, Nori had sent him a text about Rosenberg, or showed him a text show him a Rosenberg text about wanting to fight him or something. He said he was kind of surprised that he was on Congratulations, You Played Yourself, because Norris said that didn't happen. Where he showed him a text and he said he got backup from Charlemagne the God. So Charlemagne the God. So it's all that. All right. Let me go to bed. I'm about to go back to sleep. Follow my podcast, Killing It with Kendall Parks. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to my channel here. That boy Killer K with a D. Talking to y'all later. Goodbye.